Right. So we're here on the March 22nd, and this is about the Dragon Dreaming Community Fund. I'm sharing here the page to give a quick introduction, and then we're going to open to questions and comments and discussion. So basically, what we're calling Dragon Dreaming Community Fund, the structure is a giving circle. So where the money comes from the pocket of community members. Right? The idea is that if we, broadly speaking, have 10 people contributing around whatever money, let's say 100 euros, then we have 1,000 euros that we can give freely to a Dragon Dreaming project that we think it's relevant. And then, it doesn't need to be 10 people. It can be 5, it can be 20. It doesn't need to be 100 euros. It can be 50, it can be 200. It doesn't need to be once a month. It can be, it's very free for us to um, design it the way we want. But the idea is that where the money comes from, it's from ourselves, from the trustees. And we can, of course, fundraise elsewhere, and that's great. We have more money to finance projects. Um, but the initial idea is just to gather from people that think this will be a good use of the resource, right? To finance Dragon Dreaming projects around the world. And this platform, Awesome Foundation, is a group of giving circles that do exactly that. So we are using it, and here it kind of have some basic rules that we can change, of course. But at first we said, okay, let's cap it to 1,000 euros or dollar or per project. There is also one structure here in the Open Collective for people to donate, thanks to Frederick. So here people can make either 100 euro per month or one value within their balance point. And we're saying that, well, 100 euros would be like whatever equivalent of 4 meals in a restaurant in where you are, right? Because the value of money changes according to countries. And we don't want anybody to feel that, oh, this is more, this is less. It's all about balance point, right? And then it doesn't even need to be 4 meals. If somebody wants to join and to participate, and well, this is not within my balance point, it's okay to be a different amount, more or less, right? That's just like a reference. But let's say that we get a group of people and pool our monies together and have an amount that we will be giving out monthly to projects, right? So that's the main concept. And the idea is that it's very simple. So when you click here, apply for a grant, this is extremely simple without bureaucracy. We don't need documents. We don't need that you have a non-profit, It's just like, tell us about your project. How will you use the money? Who are you? And then if you have images, and then how is your project related to Dragon Dreaming? And how much money do you need? And apart from the money, can we as a Dragon Dreaming community help you in a different way, right? So this and all of these they have like limits of length. So, people can't write like a novel with their project. It's very objective, and that makes it easy for whoever is helping as a trustee to read the projects. So it looks like here inside, right? You have this is for the Dragon Dreaming community. You have this is one project, yeah, and then that's it. That's the information we have. If we need, we can call the person, we can send an email and ask for additional things. But actually, you can get a lot of the idea of the project just by these small things. If you click here, it's a vote. It's like a vote. You can count. When you look here, it gets one vote. Um, but the idea is that it's not like a voting thing, right? It's more like we meet once a month or whatever, and we have a meeting and a conversation about it. So people will say, well, I like this project. Somebody else says, well, I like this one, and that's my reasons. And then in a consensus, we allocate the money in the way that we find it will be better, without any rigid criteria, but just like from the heart. And in the end, the money is from the people that are um, acting as a trustee, evaluating anyway. So there's no right and wrong. This is just like, let's help these projects to happen, right? So that's the main concept. It's a giving circle actually. Um, when we were at the Estonia workshop, there was an empowered fundraise process there because we were actually 2,000 euros behind for covering the cost of the workshop, and then John led us into empowered fundraising, and then we ended up having a surplus. So we ended up, I think, having 4,000 euros surplus, and the group there in Estonia agreed for this resource to be first to be used within this context. So they we will meet and decide according to the projects that we are receiving. So we have an initial funds for starting piloting and trying, but the idea is that it continues over time, right? So if it's a fund that money only goes out, it doesn't last. It needs to come in and to go out, right? So we are at this stage right now, a little bit piloting within one structure that we know it already, a little bit talking to people to see who would like to be involved in this project, be a donor, be a trustee, and also open to build it together, to when we have a group to start from a dream circle and to do a project using Dragon Dreaming and all of that. So that's the spiel, you know, that's basically what I had to tell you. And now, you know, I think we can, if you have questions, maybe we start with questions and then we go through discussions. It would be a good way to go. What do you think?
I think you should put a copy and access to the new manual that Lizandra wrote on the website. Because some people don't know what dragon dreaming is, they just want to get the money.
Yeah.
If you that manual is perfect.
Yeah, I have here the link to the Dragon Dreaming site.
Yeah, but the Dragon Dreaming website does not have her manual. It has the old stuff on it. And her manual is really, I mean, she says you can have it for free. I don't know why it's not on the Dragon Dreaming site, but her manual is really excellent.
Yeah. Oh, you
It's
can
much
ask
better than
Frederick is one of the people in the team for the site, you know. Maybe that's something that we can and there is one project also about making a Dragon Dreaming library with all this reference and making it available. But yeah, yeah, I can put it here, definitely.
Yeah, Frederick, what's your feeling about the book, about Lysandra's book? Have you read it?
Which book?
Lysandra wrote a new manual for Dragon Dreaming with her master's thesis.
Yeah, of course it should be on the website. It's more a matter of time and resources to allocate this information and put it on the website.
Because it's not there. I
It's not
checked
there,
it once
that's
in a while,
correct.
and huh?
As I said, it's a matter of time and resources to put it on the website.
Yeah. But I mean this thing about the concern here about the many people come and they don't know what's Dragon Dreaming. That's true. Like we've been publicizing the community fund within the Dragon Dreaming community, and we got a few Dragon Dreaming projects proposals from the community, and we got a lot of them from outside of the community that I don't even know how they got to the page, you know. Then they read about what's Dragon Dreaming, you know, because there is the question about how does it relate to Dragon Dreaming, and many of them say, well, you know, we are within the same principles, you know, of the service to the earth and building community, which is true. You know, there's many beautiful projects out there that people don't even know what is Dragon Dreaming, but it's related to the Dragon Dreaming principles, you know. So I guess like this question is relevant, you know, how it relates. And I guess that it would naturally have some projects from the Dragon Dreaming community would naturally be more favored over the others. But hey, we might have like projects that the trustees say, okay, these ones are great. And apart from the money, maybe we get a Dragon Dreaming facilitator to help out as well, you know, to planning. That would be beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in contact with the other people from the website and to have also a proposal put into the Dragon Dreaming Fund for the so that the website actually gets some funding.
That's great.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
So, you support, oh, sorry. You support, like also international projects. It's not just Europe, right? Or it's worldwide.
Yeah, the idea is to be worldwide, yeah. Open to all. Yeah.
And how long is like the decision process? Like, the, how
Well,
long, you know, like
I guess it's the only limitation is to for the group to meet. So, for example, we will meet on the 7th, April 7th, as the first Monday of April. That's the date we set for the first meeting with the participants from Estonia, right? And then everybody will read the projects beforehand and come to the meeting. And the expectation is that after the meeting, we already have a decision and can communicate and then there's a process of sending the money. This money right now it's there with Thomas in Estonia. I think it's easier to send to Europe, but you have PayPal, you have TransferWise, other ways also to send elsewhere. I guess that's not a problem, right? In technical terms.
Western Union is very reliable.
Yeah,
For
that
Africa, I use Western Union all the time.
yeah, so might take a little bit longer. I don't know if Western Union you can probably do
You can
online.
do it overnight. You
Yeah,
can do it. Actually, the tariff came down for overnight transfers.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it more reliable to go in person. It costs a little bit more, but if you make a mistake on the online platform, you can get a mess.
Mm.
I like to go to my local office with that.
Oh, somebody's coming here.
Maybe that's my friend Ella.
What's that? Sorry.
It wasn't clear what you said, Ronald. We didn't hear you.
Oh, yeah.
My friend Ella from Jamaica should
Hello,
get
peace and
to
love.
New York. You want to join?
Maybe you should put it in the chat. Your internet is unstable.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. Eike, do you want to ask something or comment something? I would love to hear you.
Yeah, I asked myself, is it wanted or is there any transparency about how big is the fund at the moment? And yeah, what's your intention in this?
Hmm. I don't know exactly how much money is there um with Thomas from the I think it's about 4,000 euros, but I'm not so sure. And the intention would be, in my point of view, that first that uh everybody that's involved with this is satisfied, like the people that donated the money, they they participate and they look at all the projects, and Con Festival, the summer camp, and the website, and travel grants, and from Africa. There's many different nice projects, and then they are satisfied with the process and with the decision, so that we can say, yeah, let's continue pooling our money together and financing projects. Um, and for me, my intention would be that we have enough people contributing so that we can finance one project per month, it would be
Okay,
500 euros or with 1,000 euros. And I'm willing to put around $100 per month into the pot. And yeah, would love that other people also came together with, so that we have a pot.
yes. Yeah, great. But I just one part of my question was like, for example, if we have a new person who maybe wants to give money, is there any transparency about how big is the fund at this moment, or did you thought about this and did you decide to not to show, or did you decide to show or not? Yeah. Um,
Oh,
can it motivate? Maybe not. I don't know. What's your thoughts about transparency about the whole fund?
I I think right now we can ask Thomas, and then I can even put here in this page. For when the project is approved, let me show you. So this is the Dragon Dreaming chapter, right? But let's put another chapter that's been there for some time, for example, on the water. So each one of those are projects that were financed.
Yes.
And when you click on it, you have some information about it. So one form of transparency could be, okay, this project was approved and we put here how much money
Mm-hmm.
it received. And then over time, we have a roster of all the projects that were approved and how much money each one received. And then on the Open Collective, I think it gives, and Frederick may be able to show here better, but I think here, if we set that people contribute here, and then the projects also have, we submit expense here, it has a way of give something like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You can see now on the bottom, for example, web IT services. If you go a bit up, stop here, budget. It shows all transactions. So it shows what comes in, for example, monthly financial contribution, but it also shows what goes out. 62.50 euros for web and IT services for dragondreaming.org. So there's also transparency of what kind of money came in and what money has been going out.
and
Yes.
today's balance and the total raised, total disbursed. Yeah. So
it's gonna be a normal open collective project.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So it is at the moment, the Dragon Dreaming Fund is a project of Dragon Dreaming International website and platform on
Okay.
Open Collective. So we
Yes.
did not build any new structure, but are using the structure that has been built already in the background for the Dragon Dreaming website. And Dragon Dreaming Fund at the moment is a project of the website. But
Okay.
that's the technical part behind technical and legal. So it does not really concern the process of how the Dragon Dreaming Fund is organized.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
I have a question.
go
Can you
ahead.
hear me?
Yes.
So once we applied, let's say we are able to get a grant, is that a one-time thing or can the project like continue to ask them for grant?
It's usually a one-time thing. So it's like just one time, but the project can apply again next month, so can get more than one grant. But the idea is that, I mean, again, I'm saying here, but it's not set on stone, right? I mean, if the group says, okay, let's also finance something recurrent, for example, maybe the website is something that it's not like a one-time thing, and it's to have, continuous support. And maybe at one point that makes sense. So, but I think like as an initial concept, I would say it's more like a one-time thing. Like you have an idea, go do it, and then let's celebrate together. Next, next idea, next project. And Alice, as for your comment on abuse, I think like I've been within this awesome foundation group, the Giving Circle. I never seen anything bad, like abusive or somebody. It's a very actually the awesome foundation for me. It's the best example of an empty-centered organization. They really work like in a very autonomous way. Each chapter is autonomous, and each chapter decides its own governance, and it's based on generosity, very informal, not many rules, and it just flows well. I think like it's up to us to create structures for avoiding abuse, but I don't think it's something that there's a president, or it's just a group of people.
Well, you're dealing with much smaller quantities of much smaller situations, and that intrinsically also prevents
Yeah.
such abuse.
Yeah.
The Guild of Life is done on a completely other
Yeah.
volume.
Yeah. Right. And I mean, we could eventually be able to get a big grant or something like this.
Nicht schlecht.
Yeah. But
Hättest du da?
Ich,
I don't foresee it being like too much money that somebody wants to run with it. Yeah.
You asked me directly if I would perhaps consider being a trustee, and I have to say, right now, no. I have too much on my plate, but I am involved in Leadership Pod, and actually last night I posted your information on someone's profile in there, and this person may well be a very suitable uh, personality for such a function, and I intend to ask him. And having been on this call now and understanding better what you are offering, I can also publicize it better. And I'm excellent at networking. I'm not a project person. I can't administer a project. I'm excellent at networking, and I will certainly spread the information. Yeah. I also live on a very small income. I'm actually considered mentally handicapped, and I have a small income from the government of Switzerland. And I share part of this with a project in Ghana that I support, but I don't have funds to share elsewhere. Yeah.
Alice, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your no. I celebrate that you don't want at this time to be part of this program. And thank you for your superpower of networking and connecting, that you're already like telling people and finding people that would be a good match to bring here to us and introduce to us. That's really awesome, fantastic. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. I think it's like almost like 5 minutes, 7 minutes to the end of the meeting. Should we start like wrapping up, maybe with a checkout? We can say
Can
how.
we record the checkout or do like a ending for the recording part and then go into checkout?
That's fair. I will record the stop the Recording now.